Hello friends, myself Professor Shantaya Gurmat, Department of Botany, MGVC Arts, Commerce and Science College, Mute Bihar, Karnataka State. Friends, today's class we discuss about horticulture, methods of propagation, cutting and layering. In the last video, we discussed about just introduction about cutting and layering. First, we discuss about vegetative propagation cuttings. A cutting may be defined as any vegetative plant part, when detached from the parent, is capable of regenerating the missing organ or organs. According to the plant part from which a cutting is prepared, they can be classified as root cutting, stem cuttings, leaf cuttings, and bud cuttings. First, we discuss about root cuttings. It may be made from the true roots of any plant species. Their use is limited to plants with roots capable of producing shoots or shoot primordia. Root cuttings of 10 to 25 centimeters long are planted horizontally in soil or moist sand and watered regularly. The adventitious buds will sprout to produce shoots. Example seedless breadfruit. Next, we discuss about stem cuttings. According to the nature of the wood used in making the cuttings, stem cuttings are four classes. First one is hardwood, semi-hardwood, softwood, and herbaceous wood. First, we discuss about hardwood cuttings. Most of the fruit plants are propagated by hard cuttings. Cuttings are prepared during dormant season from the wood of the herbaceous of the previous season growth. See friends, this is the root cutting and shoot cutting. See, this is the basic stem cutting. In certain fruit crops like fig and olive, hard cuttings are prepared from 2 years or still older roots. These cuttings have ample supply of stored food to nourish developing shoots and roots. Grapes, rootstocks, and roses, pear are propagated by hardwood cuttings. Semi-hardwood cuttings. This type of cuttings is generally from evergreen species. During summer, from new shoots, just flush of growth has taken place and the wood is partially matured. Leaves are retained on this type of cuttings, usually on the top side. The best examples are Duranta, hibiscus, and crotons. Next, we discuss about the softwood cuttings. This type of cuttings is also known as green wood cuttings. These cuttings are taken from woody plants prior to lignification, when the tissues are still relatively soft. The best material of this kind has some degree of flexibility, but it is enough to break when the bent sharply. The best examples are jasmine and hibiscus. Next, we discuss about herbaceous cuttings. This type of cutting is made from succulent herbaceous plant such as geranium, chrysanthemum, and coleus. See, friends, the some examples of cuttings: the hardwood cutting, softwood cuttings. Next, we discuss about the leaf and bud cuttings. Leaf and closely related parts are used to propagate many common greenhouse plants. The red bignonia may be propagated by serving some of the radial veins or vascular bundles of the leaf and placing it in top of a moist propagation medium. A whole leaf of the common bryophyllum produces a plant from each of its lobes. See friends, this is the leaf propagation. Next, we discuss about the layering. It is the development of roots on a stem while it is still attached to the parent plant. The layer is supported by the parent plant until it develops its own root system. In all forms of layering, the rooted branch is removed from the parent plant when enough roots have formed to it enable it to lead an independent existence. The downwards flow of metabolites and hormones in phloem is checked at the point of treatment, causing accumulation of carbohydrates in the regions where roots are produced. Techniques in layering. The methods of layering can be broadly divided into two main groups. One is ground layering and second one is air layering. First, we discuss about the ground layering. In this method, the main principle is that the rooting of layers taken place in the ground media or in pots containing any rooting media. Different types of ground layering are adopted in many kinds of plants. The first method is simple layering. It consists of bending down a shoot and burying part of it in the soil so that the tip is above the ground level. The buried portion is sometimes wounded by a single stroke upwards on the undesirable of the shoot to be buried. Layered branches are held firmly in position by pegs or large stones. Roots are formed at buried portion where the cut is made. Low flexible branches of the plants can be bent to the ground. The best examples are rose, jasmine, and guava. And the second one is compound or serpentine layering. This is again the same like simple layering, but here the flexible branches may be covered with soil in several places that they are alternately covered and exposed over their entire length. Roots are formed usually at or in close proximity to the nodes that are covered, and new shoots develop at exposed area. The best examples are American grapes and peperomia. Next, we discuss about the trench layering or etiolation methods. Etiolation refers to the growing in darkness, and in this method, a branch is covered for its entire length to produce plants from all nodes or buds wherein roots will strike. The best examples are cherry, apple, rootstock. See, friends, this is the simple or tongue layering. Second one is this is the compound layering, and this is the trench layering. Next, we discuss about the tip layering. The tip layering apical ends or tips of current seasons. Shoots are buried in the soil. The tip of the shoots grows downward into the ground. Examples blackberry and raspberry. Next one is the bound layering and or stooling. It is a modification of etiolation method of layering. The parent plant which is already established is cut down to the ground and the resulting growth from the stool is covered up with soil at intervals. The best examples are pear and root stalks of apple. Lastly, we discuss about the air layering. It is also known as gutte. In air layering, roots from the aerial parts of the plant where the stem has been girdled or slit at any upward angle. Removal of 2.5 to 3 centimeters girdling consists of bark at the nodal region. The injured portion is enclosed at the point of injury with rooting medium which is maintained continuously. Moist and achieved by wrapped the moist sphagnum moss or vermiculture around the girdled portion by polythene sheets. These polythene sheets permit gaseous exchange but are impervious to water. The shoot has produced a good root system. Rooted portions separated and transplanted in ponds. The best examples for air layering are ficus, goa, and crotons. Okay, see friends, this is the stool layering, and the first one is tip layering. This is an air layering, the methods of air layering. Here they remove the bark and along with the vermicompost or the moss is tied with a polythene bag. See, the plants is separated from the mother plant or parent plant. It is an independent plant. It can be transplanted to pot or through a ground. Okay, thank you friends. We meet in the next video.